What if I told you that the biggest sporting event on Earth almost never happened? Today, billions of people stop everything to watch the FIFA World Cup. It is more than just a football tournament. It is a global celebration that unites nations, creates legends, and produces unforgettable moments. From a small competition with only 13 teams in 1930 to a worldwide spectacle watched by billions, the World Cup has a fascinating history filled with triumphs, controversies, heartbreaks, and miracles. In this video, we're taking a journey through nearly a century of World Cup history, from its humble beginnings to becoming the greatest sporting event in the world. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the incredible story of the FIFA World Cup. Before the World Cup existed, international football was mostly played at the Olympics. In the early 20th century, football was rapidly growing in popularity. However, many believed the sport deserved its own international championship. The man who turned that dream into reality was Jules Rimet. In 1928, FIFA officially voted to create a global football tournament. The first challenge was finding a host nation. Several European countries were interested, but there was a problem. The world was entering the Great Depression. Traveling across the Atlantic Ocean was expensive and time-consuming. Eventually, FIFA selected Uruguay because the country was celebrating its centenary and had won 2 Olympic football gold medals. Answer: the first FIFA World Cup was born. Only 13 teams participated. Many European nations refused to make the long sea journey to South America. The tournament featured teams from North America, South America, and a few from Europe. The first World Cup match was played on July 13, 1930. The first ever World Cup goal was scored by Lucien Laurent of France. The final took place in Montevideo. A crowd of nearly 70,000 spectators watched host nation Uruguay face neighboring Argentina. Uruguay won 4-2 and became the first ever World Cup champions. A new era in sports history had begun. The second World Cup took place in Italy in 1934. Italy won the tournament under controversial circumstances. Many historians believe political influence played a role, as the country was under the rule of Benito Mussolini. Italy successfully defended its title again in 1938 in France. Then came a devastating interruption. World War II erupted. The 1942 and 1946 World Cups were cancelled. For 12 years, the world saw no World Cup football. When peace finally returned, the tournament returned stronger than ever. The 1950 World Cup in Brazil was historic. Brazil built the gigantic Maracanã Stadium, expecting to celebrate a home victory. More than 170,000 fans attended the decisive match. Brazil needed only a draw against Uruguay. But in one of football's greatest shocks, Uruguay won 2-1. The defeat devastated Brazil and became known as the Maracanazo. 4 years later, another miracle occurred. In 1954, mighty Hungary entered the tournament undefeated for 4 years. Led by the legendary Ferenc Puskás, Hungary seemed unbeatable. Yet in the final, underdog West Germany stunned the world and won 3-2. The victory became known as the Miracle of Bern. In 1958, football witnessed the arrival of a superstar. A 17-year-old Brazilian named Pelé amazed the world. He scored 6 goals, including 2 in the final. Brazil won its first World Cup title. Pelé became an international sensation overnight. Brazil won again in 1962. Then, in 1970, football history was made. Brazil's 1970 team is widely considered one of the greatest teams ever assembled. With Pelé leading the way, Brazil defeated Italy 4-1 in the final. Pelé became the only player to win 3 World Cups, a record that still stands today. The World Cup continued producing unforgettable stars. In 1974, the Netherlands introduced total football, led by Johan Cruyff. Although they played beautifully, they lost the final to West Germany. In 1982, Italy won thanks to the remarkable performances of Paolo Rossi. Then came 1986, a tournament forever associated with one man, Diego Maradona. In the quarter-final against England, Maradona scored 2 of the most famous goals in football history. The first became known as the Hand of God. The second was later called the Goal of the Century. Argentina won the World Cup, and Maradona cemented his place among football's immortals. The 1990s and 2000s brought football into a new era. Television broadcasts expanded worldwide. Sponsorships increased dramatically. The World Cup became a truly global event. In 1998, France hosted the tournament and won its first title. Young superstar Zinedine Zidane became a national hero. In 2002, the World Cup was held in Asia for the first time. Hosted jointly by Japan and South Korea, the tournament showcased football's expanding reach. Brazil won its fifth World Cup, a record that still stands. Football entered a new golden era. Two players dominated world football for over a decade: Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. In 2010, Spain won its first World Cup with a style based on possession and precision. In 2014, Germany defeated Argentina in the final. One of the tournament's most shocking moments came when Germany defeated Brazil 7-1 in the semi-final. A result few thought possible. Then came 2018. France lifted the trophy again, led by young sensation Kylian Mbappé. The 2022 World Cup in Qatar delivered one of the greatest finals in sports history. Argentina faced France. Messi versus Mbappé. The match had everything: goals, drama, extra time, penalties. Argentina eventually triumphed. After years of heartbreak, Lionel Messi finally lifted the World Cup trophy. For many fans, it was the perfect ending to one of football's greatest careers. From Uruguay in 1930 to the modern spectacle watched by billions, the FIFA World Cup has become much more than a football tournament. It is a stage where legends are born, where nations dream, where impossible moments become reality. Every 4 years, the world comes together to witness history being written. And with each new tournament, another chapter is added to the greatest story in sports. The question is, who will write the next chapter? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know in the comments, what is your favorite World Cup moment of all time? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.